finals. Talk me through it. So right after you took set 1, what were some of the key adjustments that you felt you needed to make going into set 2?
So I felt that I was lacking the discipline to be more defensive against him, so I tried to challenge him more in the air and in general in neutral. And since he's really good at anti-airing, I figured it's not a good tactic. Prior to our set, I was also studying him against the Japanese players.
Rudolph, right?
Rudolph, exactly. And Rudolph has a really solid style against Yoshi, so I figured I just used the Rudolph stuff.
So what, give me some examples. What was some of the stuff that you took away from Rudolph that
So
you tried to implement in your gameplay?
So I tried some single lasers, but then I catch myself to go for double lasers way too much, and since it takes more time to recover from double lasers, he was able to catch up closer to me, so I felt kind of scared in a way. But yeah, all Rudolph does basically is a shot-up laser, goes for downers into up smash obviously, and does down throw tech chases, and I really like the down throw tech chases.
Yeah, you started getting a lot of them in the later parts of Grand Finals.
Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, you have to go for stuff like that, I think, against Yoshi. Not necessarily, but since the double jump armor is so strong against Fox up throw, I figured it's not really worth it, and I can pressure him way more if I have the control on the ground against him.
Yeah, definitely there was a big adjustment. I think the winter semi set 2 was amazing. You guys played. You gave us, I think, it was 8 amazing games of Yoshi Fox.
What was the score in the first set of Grand Finals?
2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Yeah, so it was 2-1 in winter semis, 2-1 in the first set of Grands, and then 2-1 in the second set of Grands. So, or 2-0.
2-0. I 2-0 in the second, yeah.
All right, so how about winners finals? You play your good friend Mike.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun playing.
Yeah, it was kind of, you guys bodied each other super hard. There were a couple games where you guys were both dead within the first 15 seconds.
Yeah, Mike is really good, I think. It's just that I think he's pressuring himself unnecessarily sometimes. So I think he plays his best when he's kind of chill and is enjoying himself. Yeah. So yeah, we've been traveling this past week together, and he's a really great guy. And I wish I would have met him in Grand Final, but unfortunately, he didn't watch as much Rudolph vs. Amsa as I did.
He looked pretty lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was something that was very different, especially not only with Mike, but also with Zane and Smash God versus Amsa and then you, because they would always try and hit Amsa when he was coming back. They would always try and hit him on the recovery, and then he would just be like, all right, I have double jump armor. I'm going to just take this hit, and I'm going to nair immediately and kill you.
Here's the ultimate tip.
You wouldn't do that.
Here's the ultimate tip. I got it from a Mewtwo King match back then, like a super old match where he was playing a Yoshi on Yoshi's story with his Marth. And all you have to do against Yoshi, basically, when he tries to jump close to the edge back on stage, just grab him.
Yeah.
And repeat the process until he kind of spaces himself from the edge, and then your aerials should be safer in a way, because then you can tipper without him double jump armor.
Yeah. You know? All right, so you just won probably the biggest Melee Xanadu in a really long time, one of the best Melee Xanadus in a long time. How are you feeling going into SmashCon?
I feel really great, but I want to say one more thing about Xanadu. It feels great to play at this tournament, since I'm just used to watch it online from home, and being here in person is really nice.
Now you understand though how hot and small this venue is when you see it.
Yeah, I mean you see the whole venue always from the same camera angle, kinda, right?
Yep.
And as soon as I was here, I recognized the green walls, like the green elements on the walls, and it felt weird, like being in the live stream.
Kinda, well, we were definitely happy to have you, man. It's
come anytime, man.
Yeah, for real. We've been having the same Grand Finals for the last 8 weeks. It's nice to finally have a little bit of fresh talent in the building.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And yeah, to answer the question about SmashCon, I try to not unnecessarily pressure myself, and I think over time, or recently, I developed the mindset of thinking that it's just another tournament. Not that I'm taking it lightly or something like that. It's more I mean, back then I only had maximum 2 US tournaments per year, so I always had the pressure of performing well. Otherwise, I take the L home, you know, and have to
live that for a while,
and have to live with that. But since I have more opportunities to attend American tournaments now, I just see it as another tournament, kind of.
Gotcha.
And for me, every day is a tournament.
Nice.
So I try to live by
some
those
philosophical stuff from my man Ice. So I don't know. You did. Your path was what? You played Plank, who you.
Plank. He was not here. His body, but mentally, I think he was somewhere else. So yeah, unfortunately, the first match went fast really really fast. And the second match, he had another SD. He was just not feeling it, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's probably a good player since I know him from watching, right? So.
How did you feel about you versus Subtle, who is someone that we have not seen before, but if I'm not mistaken, he took a game off you?
Subtle.
Yeah. It seemed like you actually weren't prepared to play until he won a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, three-stocked him game 3. You just four-stocked him.
Yeah, I remembered him from teams, so I knew he's really good because he and his brother beat us in winners. But I made a mistake, kinda, because I thought he was the Fox player of those two, and I was kind of surprised when he picked Cheek.
Ah, okay.
So he picked Cheek, and I was like, okay, I go with my standard strat where I just try to laser and let Cheek whiff something, you know.
Yeah.
But this is, I think, one of the not so strong tactics anymore. I mean, you can do it in the right times, but going from the start of the match right away into that tactic didn't work that well for me. So I was playing kind of scared. And after he took a match against me, I was like, okay, time to wake up.
Yeah,
and
turn your brain on, basically. I've seen that before. A lot of top players just like, oh yeah, I forgot, I'm ice, and then just you saw game 2 was a little closer, but then game 3 was a whitewash.
I also try to save my mental resources in a way because I feel kind of tired these past days since Mike and me are always traveling. And it's not so good, like traveling all the time and not catching enough sleep. So I was trying to save as much energy as possible, but as soon as I realized you're one match away from losers, I was like, okay, time to go all out. And yeah, it worked well against him. I just ran over him, did some edge cancels into another bear, stuff like that.
Yeah, you put some creative combos together for sure. All right, so it is kind of late, so we're going to wrap up. Anyone you want to say shout-outs to, thanks to?
Shout-outs to my sponsor, My Insanity. I unfortunately don't have the jersey with me today, but I mean,
you got it for SmashCon.
A blue element. So I will do it in SmashCon, definitely. Shout-outs to all my friends at home in Germany. And yeah, shout-outs to Mike for being a great travel partner and yeah, a great friend.
What a guy. All right. Well, man, congratulations once again. It'll be fun watching you play this week.